Hi everyone. In this video today, I want to speak about compassion. Um, I feel with compassion that there's a bit shortage of that out there. And the reason why I do believe that there's a lot of shortage out there of compassion is because we, as our generations, and I'm talking about many generations back, we are told to think of others and and help them feel happy, help them feel loved, help them. Not a bad thing, because I love to help. However, when we were focused on ourselves in a loving, compassionate way, it was not allowed. We were told that was being selfish in a bad way. And now we're at this forefront of understanding now, or at least we're trying to understand. There's people like me telling others, you have to be compassionate to yourself first before you can do and be compassionate for others. And why is that? Well, we cannot give anything that we don't feel and have for ourselves. We just can't. Um, we cannot see the beauty in others and everything around us unless we see the beauty within ourselves. We can see it, but the depth of the beauty, we are not really able to see. And I'm looking outside, I'm looking at the trees. And have you ever gone outside and just awe at the tree and just going in amazement like a child? Well, if you haven't, or maybe you have, but the depth of that beauty, the depth in that oddness, do you think you really have that? If you're saying no, then that is because you are not seeing that beauty within yourself, that oddness within your body, the oddness about the way you look, and the magnificent person you are. And we really need to understand that this compassion, well, what is compassion? Well, compassion is many things. I feel that is. Compassion is accepting someone for who they are and anything that they do, regardless what they have done. And I know a lot of people are going to be really iffy on this part. But whatever they have done, we have got to remember that this human being was a fetus one time that became a baby. They came into this world not knowing what to expect. And because of its life challenges, brought them to where they're at the moment. That includes us. So, regardless of what we have done, doesn't mean that we do not need to look at it and examine it if it is something that we have done to hurt others. But the fact is, we have to understand, be compassionate, and saying, there was a reason for all of this. And I am willing, if there's mending to be met, oh yes, do your best. But don't forget that you are a human being, and human beings are here to go through life challenges. And I want you to really think about this. Really think about how much compassion you have when you wake up in the morning, and let's say that, oh my goodness, you just yelled at someone. Be compassionate of yourself so you can be compassionate for them. So you can stop and say, I'm sorry, and then re-examine why you were like the way you were? Why did you yell? What was going on? That is being compassionate to yourself, knowing that, hey, I screwed up, but I'm willing to fix it. And it may not be right here and now, but I'm telling you, once you have acknowledged, that's being conscious. That's being conscious of yourself. And so it is about, being compassionate and knowing that, hey, I'm going to screw up many times, but I know now that it's okay. It is okay to screw up, but it's not okay if we don't want to fix it, if we don't want to learn from it. Then we need to really re-examine that, because how you're treating others, that is exactly how you're treating yourself. So if you're yelling at someone every morning, I guarantee you that is a reflection of yourself. That is something that's going on within you, not within them. Because another person can take that and say, oh, you're so silly, you know, so, and laugh at it. But if you're yelling, then you need to really look at yourself, be compassionate, like I said, but you have to re-examine why you're acting in that fashion. Why is your emotions in that that way? To give you an idea too about being compassionate with others, um, there was this one time, oh, she was a lesson for me. And I was actually being compassionate to myself at this time, because it was a reflection time. I saw this mother coming out of the grocery store. I actually want to cry because I feel her, because that was me at one time. Anyway, she had 3 small kids. And kids are going to act up, calling their siblings stupid or calling them, oh, blah, 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 right? And they're just all yelling and all that. And she's getting frustrated. And so what is she doing? She's yelling back. So that was a reflection of herself, what her kids were doing. And she has come up to that point where she just couldn't take it anymore. And I just watched her with ease. I did not want to judge her because I felt for her. And she walked to the car and I waited to put all her kids in. And I went to her. I said, you've had a hard day, haven't you? And then all of a sudden, this body of tension that she was showing, all of a sudden became soft. And she said, thank you. Thank you for noticing. So in her world, in her mind, she felt like she was being probably taken for granted. I don't know what was going on at home, but I knew she needed to be shown that. And I related to that. Because, yeah, all of us moms at one time, and even us dads, at one time or another, we have snapped at our kids. So understand that seeing someone going through something like that and you're feeling it, that is because there's something going on within you. And there was a lot going on within me. There was some frustration going on with me that day. And it helped me to understand that, and how to, by acknowledging her and her frustration, I was acknowledging myself. So today, think about it. If you snap at someone, or you're in an argument with your loved one, argument with your child, try to step back, take a break, re-examine. what you're saying. See where that's coming from. Because it's going to be coming from, not from love. It's coming from fear, something. If it all comes from fear. When we are acting out like that, it's a fear of something. Fear of what? You have the answer. So that's the lesson for today. And again, be compassionate for yourself. Be loving to yourself. And don't forget to call someone when you need to talk to someone if you can. There's usually someone, even a neighbor, that can give you 2 minutes, whatever it is that you need to do. Write down in a journal anything to alleviate any stress, any frustration. Because the thing is that, especially if you're a parent and you have little kids, you want to show them how to take care of their frustration, right? So remember that you are a teacher. You are a human being that will make mistakes. But remember to always love yourself as much as possible. Be compassionate, be understanding. Oh Lord, please be understanding. And again, till next time, love all of you.